qualify, start from pits.
Yep.
Let everyone take each other out, and then just drive steady.
Yes. All right, stream is launched. I will start
BustaWrench is now live. Streaming iRacing, racing cars and talking talk iRacing LMU.
And then, so my normal routine is I kick the stream off while it's in starting soon. I start the theme song and then I fire up my iPad and my laptop, so I've got 2 viewers.
My favorite streamer.
Hey! How you doing?
Wait, you talking to me?
Reed just popped in a chat.
Oh, okay.
And
So I was reading something on my phone.
That's all right. I'll change Discord to be push to talk, and then I left it on Vox while we were doing the thing.
Is that H?
It is.
Mine's already on anyway, so you won't hear any background noise or heavy breathing.
All right, so I'll be right back. Get a couple things flashed up. I'll start the theme music, and then gonna start with a little bit of practice. Be right back.
BustaWrench, he's on the street, tired of screeching, can't be beat. Now they humming in his chest, living life like there's no rest. Pedal down, he takes the lead, adrenaline's his only creed. Crowd is wild, the lights are bright, BustaWrench gonna own the night. Racing hard, fearless grin, BustaWrench, he's here to win. Thunder roaring through the turns, feel the heat and watch it burn. Dust is flying, engines roar, pushing harder, wanting more. Highway's calling, here we go, no slowing, now we're in the flow. Rivals try but can't compete, Busta's got that need for speed. Every corner, every bend, he's the legend with no end. Down, he takes the lead, BustaWrench, he's here to win. Thunder roaring through the turns, feel the heat and watch it burn. Pushing harder, wanting more. Highway's calling, here we go, no slowing, now we're in the flow. Rivals try but can't compete.
All right, we'll be
Busta's got that
live.
need for speed. Every corner, every bend, he's the legend with no end. Well, racing hard and feel his grin, BustaWrench, he's here to win. Thunder roaring through the turns, feel the heat and watch it burn.
Bow, 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 bow. All right. Gotta love a good theme song, right? I think we're all up, ready to go. Fire up my phone so I can see what we look like. Make sure I'm not missing anything.
You guys in a private call or what?
Yes, we are at the moment. Yep. But I'll open it up. All right. Which track? Do you want to do the same again or move to something different? H. Which track? I'm all alone.
Sorry, did you say my name?
I did. What track?
Speaking
Do you want to do that same track again? Well, I've got push to talk on now, so I'll make sure I say your name.
Okay. Yeah, same track's fine.
All right, I'll throw up another one. Yep. Yeah, it's a good track because of those braking zones. So you got 2 good braking zones. Well, 3, I guess, really. Even though the track's a little longer.
Do you know what Bovril is?
Name's familiar. Bovril.
It's like a meaty drink.
Yeah, not quite gravy, not quite a drink.
Yeah.
Is it like Bonox?
I'm not sure what that is. I was just wondering if you knew what it is, because I know Australia and the UK have got similar drinks.
Yeah.
It's like a classic drink for football.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So, an old saying used to be coffee, tea, or Bonox, which is basically coffee, tea,
Let me
or
Google it,
gravy.
because some countries have the exact same drink, but it's just renamed.
Yeah, but I have heard of Bovril.
Is it Bonox?
I think it's double N.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, but apparently they're not the same thing, but pretty much like the exact, not the same product, but it's the same like flavor and concept, really.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bouillon cube for making gravy, I think.
Yeah, you can either get it in granules, or which is very expensive now. I tried ordering some and I couldn't believe how much it were, or you can get them in like cubes, like gravy.
Yeah. But no, I've never had it. It's not been my idea of a. It's cold. Let's drink some gravy. I think it's old-fashioned. It's even old-fashioned for me.
Yeah, Bovril is like a very old drink, and it's quite common for football games, especially in the winter. I don't think people would really want one when it's summer.
No. In Australia, the cup of soup is popular for things like that. And after football, I'd have 2-minute noodles. Like the Maggi 2-minute noodles.
Yeah, I like pot noodles. Don't know if you have them.
Oh yeah.
I like pot noodles. Instant noodles I don't like. They come in like a packet.
Yep.
And then ramen, I've never had that either, but I know it's big in America.
So ramen is basically just 2-minute, 3-minute noodles in a package.
BustaWrench, would you like many viewers? Let us make you popular.
You know, I blocked that Nesna. It shouldn't be popping up in chat.
Turn off damage if you've not requested the server yet, by the way.
I have not requested the haven't requested it. We'll change this setting. How do I reuse it? Got requested in unlink under the server.
Oh
finished.
yeah, this is another stupid thing as well. You've got to unlink and then request again. For some reason, once you've requested a server, you've got to unlink it. I don't know if it expires, but yeah, unlink it first and then request again.
Yep, good to go. Oh, I can do 45 minutes for the same price as 30.
How much is it? 50 credits?
Yeah, 50 credits, 45 minutes.
On the YouTube, hit that like button
Well,
and show some love to the
I
algorithm.
didn't know 30 and 45 is the same.
1 hour is also the same, 50 credits. So I'll do an hour. So I put in the in the bot to block that chat. Came through anyway. That's alright, I'll fix it.
What is it? I've not got chat open at the minute.
Oh, it's just some spam. Like Stream Boo, do you want more viewers? Do you want us to make you popular? Let me speak with a British accent. Not a good one, but you know, I've watched Statham. Alright, yeah, should be going up. You finished school yet, Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Excellent. We're doing a little bit of driver coaching practice. And then we'll
Kinda failed exam, but it's okay.
How is it okay to kind of fail an exam? I thought you were studying for those things.
That's one thing I don't miss about school, exams and homework.
Yes, yes, very much.
I do miss school though.
It didn't drop my grade like at all.
Well, I guess that's something, but you should still learn the material because it'll probably be in a later test. Are you telling me you don't want me to give you homework?
For racing, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay, yeah, there'll be homework.
Yes, no homework.
No, the homework was for age. Coaching homework.
Oh, pew.
That's okay. If you go into the coaching program, you'll get homework too. All right, have you picked a car?
Yep. I was going to pick the Mustang so I could show you the livery, but I've just stuck with the McLaren.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. We'll do that, and then do a few laps, get warm, and then we'll jump into a GTE that doesn't have ABS, and then that'll highlight where we're at with braking. Also, try and keep in mind when you're hitting the brakes harder and harder. Are you getting into ABS or not? And that's mainly going to be visual unless you got rumble haptics on your pedals.
Wait, am I on the right server? Because it says 1 hour practice.
Yeah, I set up for 1 hour.
Oh, I thought you did 45.
Well, I tested. It was the same price for an hour as for 45, so I figured, why not? We don't have to use it all.
The same for 30 and 45.
It's 30, 45, and it looks like everything under an hour is 50 credits. So it's basically, I think it's like 50 credits an hour. All right, so we're going to be doing a little bit of coaching for a bit. You feel free to watch. You know, we started the stream, so you know we know we're being watched. We were doing this earlier, but our timing got a bit messed up because I had some errands to run today. I guess I could just put the voice on, and you can tell what I'm saying, whether it's to you or to chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
But at the moment, chat is a little light, so that's all good. It's
And I'll
basically
probably just do iRacing and watch on the side.
yeah, you're good, mate. He's gonna do some iRacing and watch us on the side, so it's all good. All right. But yeah, McLaren's really good because of the, you know, and the Corvette is also really good from an information perspective. The dashes are really good. And one of the nice things on the Corvette is that whole screen will flash yellow, I think yellow for traction control and red for ABS, or vice versa. But the McLarens are really strong on that Monza. You know, I didn't check the track temperature. Actually, do we have info? Weather forecast is 22, track is 35. And high grip. So that's pretty perfect, actually. We have good conditions. I'm running TC on 4, brake bias 52, ABS is on 6.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to do. I just left it on defaults.
You have, I have TC and ABS mapped to rotaries on my wheel. So I can change them on the fly. and brake bias is on my thumb rotary on the right. Is my ABS. Motor map is on. I haven't really needed it, but I do have a motor map mapped as a safety car. Safety car versus race. We haven't had safety. I haven't been in a race with a safety car yet. So.
I should probably look at adjusting my key bindings because I've got 5 rotary ones that I can set up.
Alright, so we're going to add that. We were talking about adding that to the manual, like good things to bind, so we'll add that in. So I figured initially we'll just work on the basics of getting you stopping in time and getting around the track, and then we'll dive a little deeper into fundamentals and teach you things like the traction circle. The circle of life. But you can also practice like trying to engage the brake at the same point repeatedly. And really the name of the game is what can you repeat and how closely can you repeat it? And then can you do that while conditions are changing?
Did you tell him about looking ahead at the apex and then the exit of the corner?
Did I tell you about looking ahead at the apex and then the exit of the corner? Actually, no, not yet.
No, I don't think so.
So what he's referring to is
That can really help. It's helped
the
a lot for me.
the car will go where you're looking. It's something that's really taught in motorcycle riding. You tend to hit what you're looking at. So if you get fixated on a guardrail, you're more likely to hit the guardrail. And so as you break the track down, so you prioritize the corner that leads onto the longest straight is the most important corner on a track, and then it's decreasing priority based on the straights. And then once you break that down, then you look at, okay, where is my breaking point? And that's kind of what we're working on now. Then you couple that with what is my entry point, apex, and exit points, and then you join the dots. This is why I started out with going from rumble to rumble to rumble. That is essentially what that is, but just without so many words. So as you hit, you're always looking to the next point. So as you hit your braking marker, you're looking to the apex, or you're looking to the turning point, then to the apex. As you're hitting the apex, you're looking to where you want the car to be on the exit, and you're trying to just always look ahead. Kind of like chess. The further ahead you can think, the less stressful it is when you get there. Alright, so what I want you to start practicing is hit the brake at the 150, but squeeze it differently each time. As in, alright, the first time maybe hit the brake hard and then ease off. The next time, take up the slack on the brake, but then squeeze it and see what that does. with these cars, the push and squeeze should actually stop it faster than trying to hammer it. And what you're then working with is based on the feel of the brake, am I going to go long or short? Because that's the current problem we're working on, is you don't have a good feel for how much you're retarding the car.
Well, that thing where you want the car to go, that's definitely helping.
Mm-hmm.
I've only done 2 laps. Both laps were purple, and then I cut a corner, so it didn't count.
Nice. Yep. It's all pretty much science. You break it down into parts and then work on the parts, put it all together. It looks like Sebring's really good for that because of how short that club circuit is, or the school circuit. And this isn't bad. It's about 20 seconds longer, but you have more to do. And then Qatar is the other way, if you just want to go hooning around long radius corners. Alright, so today we've covered cold tires, warming up, and you can feel the grip as it comes up in the wheel. We've covered braking early and breaking the track down as to where the most important braking points and corners are. We're still working on brake feel, and we've covered eye movement. What should you be looking at as you go around the corner, around the track? And how much of a pain in the butt the turn 3 is.
Yep.
I want to go so much faster, but it won't let me because I can't get it turned in. Oh, and that Bovril and Bonox are similar.
It's probably the most important part.
And of course you have Marmite versus Vegemite. And I can't...
know Vegemite, but Marmite is disgusting.
Yeah, so is Vegemite, but it's Australian and I grew up on it, so I like it. But it is similar.
You either love or hate it.
They're both black, yeasty concoctions. Marmite is... a bit easier to spread. It's a bit more gooey, but they both pretty much look like black tar. I don't like Marmite, but I do like Vegemite. There you go. Vegemite was a byproduct of World War II, trying to get nutritious food for the kids that was cheap.
I think Fanta was as well.
Fanta is German.
Yeah, it was made during the, I don't know which World War, but
World War II, because they couldn't get Coke. Adolf liked Coke, but they couldn't get it due to the war, so they invented Fanta.
Yeah, Yeah, that's what I heard. I prefer Fanta too.
I wasn't there. I'm not that old, but I do recall that I believe that is the story.
Are your tyres up to temp?
Yes.
Time 128.60.
The left front taking a caning, but that makes sense with the just two nasty corners.
Can you do a few push laps to see where my pace is compared to you?
Yep. I feel that the cars move around more than the iRacing ones. Cars feel a little bit more alive on the tires. Alright, beginning push lap.
Lap 129.22.
I do like LMU. Well, it's the only game I've really got at the minute because I'm not an iRacing. But I think if I get my account back, I'm not sure which one I'd play more, because iRacing is much better multiplayer, and also there's loads of events and different cars.
Yeah, it's the variety I think that helps my ADHD brain. But if you want to drive, GT3s, GTEs on the regular, then yeah. I like them both. I'll continue driving both. I do spend more time on iRacing, and that'll probably continue, but it does require more practice, basically, for the league. But that's...
Well, I do have a year of Race Control Pro Plus. I may as well use it until this time next year.
Well, you can explore all the R-Factor stuff too. R-Factor 2 is the engine that LMU's built on, so it should have similar feeling. I don't know what DLC they have, but you have all of it. That's not going to count because I cut the last corner too much.
Yeah, that's happened to me twice now when I was on really good laps.
But I'm at 3/10 on the straight, so that's... Probably have the brake bias too far forward for this car.
Also, I wish the LMU had more time for qualifying as well. Because when I did Spa earlier, it was still 5 minutes qualifying, so I could only get one lap in.
The difference between iRacing and LMU is that you can go past the clock time on LMU. So as long as you start the lap before it hits zero, you can keep going and get an extra lap in. But yeah, you can't dawdle.
I don't even think I did that, because I was doing Spa at like 123, 124. That's a guess, I can't actually remember. So by the time I got to the line, it was over.
It's pretty close to a 2-minute lap in a GT3.
Well, there's a 20-second difference between LMU and iRacing on Spa, if you can remember.
Yeah, iRacing's faster. Isn't it? Do I have it backwards?
Yeah, iRacing is faster.
Yeah.
And actually, now you're making me second guess.
Well, we're doing this in a minute 20, minute 25 actually.
I can't remember my best time on this. It'll be in DMs because I can remember sending you the time.
You did. I think it was like a 58. But we'll look in a minute. I'm not going to trust my memory. Not like we've got sheep stations on it. There you go. There's an Aussieism. You say bet the farm, right?
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Don't think so, no.
Well, the Australian version is if something's not important, it's like we don't have sheep stations on it. It's like that's what a farm that does sheep, they call stations, not a ranch in America is a station in Australia. Alright. Hang on, you got me by a second at the moment.
125.01.
Well, push to talk might not. Have you got push to talk on?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, this next lap I'm gonna go quiet for a minute 25. See if I can get any
Ah, you're
about
fine.
it.
I just need to push harder.
And that's spot.
Yeah, it's not feeling particularly planted,
Lap 124.6.
but I tend to build, speed tends to build over a few laps.
But yeah, looking where I'm gonna go next, that I can already feel it's helping. As simple as it is.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and a lot of the tips really are simple, like that. Don't get on the gas until you know you don't have to get back out of it again. That keeps the car more planted. So in an ideal
Yeah,
world,
I've said this before. I'm just
Yeah.
glad I can do laps without spinning out, because when I was doing that every 1 or 2 laps, it was just not enjoyable.
oh yeah, if you get to the point where it just slides off the track all the time, it's just incredibly frustrating. Wait till we get to rain.
When I first got GT3s on iRacing, I spent loads on the cars, tracks, and then when I tried it, I just couldn't do it. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, these things are supposed to be easy to drive. Not on cold tires. I beat you.
That's probably a factor in it as well.
Lap's actually nearly 4/10 slower, but I did. Your lap's good. I did pip you, but it wasn't by much. But can you do 3 in a row within a 10th? Because that's what we're aiming at. And I repeat it. And then can I repeat it as the tires go away? So, you know, it's a journey. I see you. Go.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at Discord. My best time on this track was a 2:06. How's that possible?
Full size track versus half track.
Right, yeah, okay.
And it has an outer version and an endurance version as well. The outer version is interesting. It's fun but sucks at the same time. The outer version goes left at the end of that straight. That's, you know, when you turn and go through the hairpin here and you go shooting up and you take that right to the infield, there's a left. That's the outer track. Has kind of like a Qatar-esque loopy thing that comes back into actually I'll show you where. Stop just when it that right that goes onto the straight down the back. We'll stop there. Actually, just follow me, I'll show you. Alright, slowing
Is there any way
up.
to get dirt off the windscreen? I've tried windscreen wiping.
Loving
It
the
doesn't
chaos.
work,
Hit
yeah.
that follow button and never miss our wild adventures.
Alright, see this
More epic
track to the
shenanigans
left
await
here?
your return.
This is where it joins back up.
Yep.
That's the outer, and it comes shooting down here, so that's even longer. No, it apparently the wipers do not get rid of dirt like they do in iRacing. It's like, can I get a squirt bottle?
I was just thinking that.
I think see some bug spray and put some detergent in the water washer. All right, let's see if I can chase you down.
That time was a 1:46.28.
So if you can do this sort of lap time with a level of comfort and repeatability, I think we've made great progress. Or you've made great progress.
Near the spawn.
That's... I nearly went deep. Well, I did go deep. I nearly went off. So I need to drive this McLaren more often. Actually, doesn't feel bad. Doesn't quite have the weight transfer the Aston does. But it sits lower, so this I think is that good transition into LMP3, LMP2.
Well, I'm half a second slower this lap, but almost spin.
Yeah, well, it takes some to get the momentum up, get the tires situated, brakes back into the window.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the road then.
Alright, so I was saying before, in an ideal world, you'll hit your brake marker, you'll carry the brake to the apex, then you pick the throttle up from the apex out. So if you get to where you've finished your braking but you haven't hit the apex yet, that's where you've left some time on the table. And you can fix that by braking later, which is more difficult, or easing up the brake as you get in to carry more speed across the apex.
So you should be braking all the way to the apex then,
Yeah.
and then releasing.
In an ideal world, yes. You trail off the brake as you get to the apex, and then, which essentially that's what trail braking is. Once you've turned in, you still have some brake.
Lap 124.8.
Half a second slow again.
And that it's going to take some practice, because you can spin the car, you can over rotate it if you carry too much brake or too much rearward brake. That becomes a bit of a finesse tool.
Well, I've just done that brake into the apex and I've shaved off half a second.
Yep. Fundamentals, man. Blocking and tackling.
Now this will be my best lap if I don't mess up. Yep, that's because I've pushed a torque.
Well, for coaching, you can turn off push to torque. I figure we've got enough going on that I turned it off because I would be messing up too. Alright, go.
Yeah, I'll just leave it on for the stream, because if someone comes into my room and then you've got background noise.
You can turn on there's some noise cancelling in Discord that you can use to help.
No, I mean like if someone comes in and then I'm speaking.
Oh.
Speak to a viewer or something.
Right. I cut that too much. My lap doesn't count.
Alright, no speaking, I'm going to try and get my best time. Too wide, I lost all that time.
Yeah, you missed the apex on that one. That's fine. But we do short laps.
Missed it again.
You're taking it a little shallow. Stay wider longer and then arc it in.
Time 124.33.
That's probably a corner cut. No. 4 times quicker.
Better. You can clip that corner a bit more. But that was good.
If I don't mess up now, I'm gonna beat you by time.
Well then, shut up and drive.
I've jinxed it now.
Yep, cut the corner. How'd you get away with it?
Yeah, I lost it.
No, do it again.
No.
That time was a
My best time, but yeah.
1:20.
Ah, that was better.
Lost time there.
Alright, I'll take the lead next lap and just to try and do a lap exactly as I've done it. You're really close, it's just tweaks.
Yep.
Alright, now your only goal is to not hit me.
Lap 1:24.32.
I've spun.
Oh, saw ya. Tire's getting a bit worn, 90-93 for mine.
Yeah, 95 rears and 88 front.
Ooh, yeah. So what is that telling you? What does that information tell you?
Cooldown lap?
No,
Pushing too hard.
yeah, no, it's basically telling you that the car is understeering and you're using up the front, you're scrubbing the fronts more than the rears. So if we can get it so that you burn, you wear the tires more evenly. So, well, the problem with burning more at the front or more at the rear is it's a trend, and through the session it'll get progressively worse. So the more even you can keep the wear, then the balance is, you're trying to keep that balance through it as long as you can, essentially. Mine are 89 left front, but everything else is 92.
That time was a 1:46.55.
So I guess the nugget of wisdom around that is the race is won by the person who completes the race distance in the shortest amount of time, not the person who gets the fastest lap. Not to say you can't do both. Ooh, that was... Yeah, it's not gonna like that. That was too much of a cut.
I thought mine was, but I didn't even get a pop-up.
Bro, I just can't get this F4 car to rotate for some reason.
What track? What track can you not rotate the F4?
Virginia.
Are you going full speed?
What's that?
Full course.
Alright, sorry. Are you going full speed?
No, I was doing about 8, 9 tenths. If I was trying to do 10 tenths, it was pushing too much. So I'm backing off the corners to get better exit. And you're still coming in a little deep on the brakes. Fork read, move the brake bias back a couple clicks. And brake a little easier, and it will help it rotate. Yeah. That has been 44 minutes already. Only 16 minutes left in the session. Alright, so what shall we cover? What would you like to... Thinking, jump into the replay. It might be better if I... How do I do this? On lap 17, I'm just looking at the replay. So I find it good looking at replays to go back and just see how you're tracking or how you're placing the car on the track. Based on the, okay, this is where I wanted to brake, this is where I wanted to turn in to make sure I hit the apex. I'm looking at lap 18 now. You did good through turns 1 and 2. I think this was that clean lap you got. That was the 24.0. I think that's lap 18. If not, you're looking good. Little wide through... Oh yeah, that's the... So the first part of the lap where I took over the lead there, you were doing really well. You just overcooked that entrance. But your car placement's improved a lot. How does it feel? Can you feel the grip a little better both ends now?
Yep. And like I said, looking where
Yeah.
I want to go, definitely.
Yeah, so you'll go where you look. So sometimes you'll find if you hit something, it's because you got target fixated, or if you hit someone, you get target fixated. I love... What do I love? I love something. Prio? The heck is that livery? Prio or PRIQ? Not familiar. Alright, so watching lap 19. So if you can get to the point where you can tootle around, you can hit your Like, you can hit all those curbs. So this is my entry point, rumble strip. This is the apex, rumble strip. This is the exit. Because typically they put rumble strips on the track where people have gone, as for want of a better way of putting it. So that's where they expect you to go. And you're doing it. So I think progress has been made. But being able to do that and run around at 8/10, 9/10 and just do a full tank of fuel without spinning and, you know, beating yourself up and all the things that come with that, you'll start just picking up speed, picking up where the car is misbehaving and how to get around it. We'll keep working on that.
Yep.
So the McLaren, I think, is good. It's not as communicative as like the Aston. One of the reasons I like it is just it talks to you with that, because it has more weight up higher, so you can feel that weight moving around more, which is a benefit for the McLaren when you are on tracks where you're trying to not have that weight thrown around so much. And then it comes down to inches, millimeters, really, as you start to push the track. Where can I open this corner up to be able to take the apex at a higher speed? Sort of a couple of steps down. But your mistakes are smaller, right? You're not sending it spinning all the way across the dirt now. You're blowing a corner, but even blowing a corner, you're still keeping it on the track a lot of the time. So that's definitely good things. And then jumping into practices that have other folks in them and just seeing where you stack up. And then I'll jump into camera view there and just see, okay, what are you doing different?
It's so annoying when I'm on a good lap. I mess up the final turn.
Yep, it is. But it's good practice because you need to be able to do that with someone hot on your butt. So, you know, being able to do it with no pressure builds to being able to do it under pressure. That didn't seem that bad. Maybe that one was alright.
Putting the brakes back helped a lot.
Yep. Just moving the brakes back helps the car rotate. You just got to limit it to where it makes the car spin.
Back in 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries. So typically, a lot of the fixed setups have the brake balance forward because it's safer, but that increases the braking distance. If you can bring the brake bias
Yeah, I'm still struggling
backwards.
on one of the first turns.
Turn 2, I bet. Turn 2 into turn 3 is a bit of a bear. You,
Yeah, fast left-hander.
yeah, you need to arc it, but if that's not working for you, you can take it shallow and still be competitive. Pardon me. I like VIR. Yo, Foj! G'day, mate. How you doing?
Just chilling, bro.
Nice. Been doing a bit of coaching.
How about you?
Doing good, doing good. We're wrapping up a coaching session here at Bahrain. The club circuit. Club? It's club.
Nice.
Yeah, we've made some progress. It's been good. Using the smaller versions of circuits to get shorter lap times because we don't have active reset in LMU. Ah, that's the one I cut. Got it. But I would not say that Bahrain is one of my better tracks. I like it. I'm not particularly fast here. Now, Sebring. I have fastest laps at Sebring. I'm trying to work out what that sponsorship is. PRIO? PRIQ? I don't know. All right. Watching you. Watch from the cockpit will do. Remember cold tires. Livery does look good. Does look like his helmet.
I'm about to run out of fuel.
Yeah. 1.3 laps. Good, good. Yeah, that's nicer. Let it roll out. Yep. And smoothness will come with practice. It's just seat time. But your line's generally good now.
Just trying to beat the time.
Yeah, you've overcooked that.
Oh. That's because I've got the pit lane line on and not the race line.
So the next time we'll turn that off and then just have you follow me and take, instead of looking at where the racing line is telling you to brake, pick the markers on the track, and you can do that while leaving that line up. Just ignore where it's telling you to brake and use your braking markers on the track. So we'll wean it gradually.
Well, I need to drive slowly anyway because I'm almost out.
0.1 of a lap. Yeah, you get EQ'd, I think, if you run out of virtual energy.
First time here? Smash that follow button to join our wild adventures. Your support helps us grow and brings you notifications when we go live. Chapter 1.50.4.
Yep, just got it. I shouldn't have sped up.
Alright, so you see the symbol above you? That is the stop and go. If it just has the 3 arrows, you don't pull into your pit, you just keep going down. Because if you stop, it doesn't count as a drive-through. Because you stopped. Ironically. So I think that's what they did to you in the race there. So if it has the bar in the middle, that's a stop. And it now says on the standings SG for stop go. That was new for this season.
Well,
but
there's only 15 seconds left anyway, so there's no point.
No, it's just a public service announcement. So yeah, three arrows. Don't pull in. Just keep going straight. With the bar, it's telling you to. It's going to tack it onto your pit stop, and you should have the graphic there of saying penalty X, tires X, or energy X. I guess N really, because it's time. Your wheel doing that automatically, or are you doing that?
Yeah. Sometimes if I
Paul.
leave the wheel still, it just goes left and right.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a first thing.
Yeah, I guess. You might be able to improve the damping. Or turn up the damping, it might help with that. Cool. Any questions?
Yeah, but I forgot. There was one.
Well, if you remember, you can put it in the Discord, in the coaching, and I'll get on it. And I'll work on the mappings, and I need to start actually updating that document, which I've started. I just need to actually apply some time to do it.
Yep, and then just send me the Q&A. The question form once you've done it.
Yeah. The tell me about what you want and what you've done questionnaire. Well done, Reed. You got pole. Not bad. 150.4. All right, cool. But we shall do that, and hopefully next week will be a little bit more less errands being run. We can actually get the timing right.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
No, you're very, very welcome. That was fun.
You gonna do some iRacing now?
Yeah, yep. Carry on with the stream as per
Just rub my
usual.
face.
I'm letting you live vicariously. It's a benefit. No, it just makes me want it more.
Yeah, I wish I could do some F4 right now.
We go beat up on Reed. I say that, but
Yeah, that's because he mentioned it.
yeah, he just got pole. I'm not
Nah.
particularly fast.
I've been tempted just to get a new account to play it, but then I don't want to mess up my appeals chance if they find out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I got a couple of videos we're going to watch as part of this too. So the Gymkhana is really just, hey, look, doing cool stuff with cars. But we'll go through things like Skip Barber's going faster video, and I'll talk you through that. It's venerable, i.e., it's ancient as all get out. You can tell by the tightness of their shorts. Yep. But no, it's all good. It's value. Basically, what we were talking about today, they cover in that using a Skip Barber open wheeler at Lime Rock, I believe it is. But so we'll cover breaking down the track like we did. So it's reinforcing of that. It's reinforcing of the where you're looking and what you're looking at to put a lap together. We might start off with that next week. Right, I'm going to jump out of chat so I can chat to chat, I guess.
Yep, I'm gonna probably do some coding and I'll watch the stream.
Yeah, more than welcome. Thank you, thank you. I'll try not to have too much fun. I don't want to make you feel bad.
Alright then, see you in chat.
Ciao. Alrighty. To some iRacing. What's going on? Oh, that's right. We had updates. There was an iRacing update this morning. Which means the demo is probably finished by now. I think they only put it up for like 3 hours after a hotfix. It's like I kind of want to get the Porsche Mission R, but it doesn't go official very often. And it's electric. So it sounds weird. It doesn't have gears because it's electric.
Radio check.
Hi, Jim. Hey, we're done. All right. Sitting in with anti-flashbang. All right. So we need to do some GTP today. At least practice, because we got the race tonight at Mexico. And it's a low grip track with very thin air. If you watch the Formula One, you know about it. But it's like a mile-high track, so the atmosphere is very thin. And the track isn't used very often, so it's a fairly low grip surface at the best of times. Then you add in cold weather, that lowers the grip. And you add in the lack of downforce because of no atmosphere, and that lowers the grip. What we got going on? Draft Masters is 26 minutes away. Cross car is 11. That could be a good start. How many laps is the fixed? I could try Porsche Cup. Haven't done one of those yet. Let's do it. Let's jump in the deep end. Hype. While that's loading, I'll see if I can add something to blurb.
There's a burger at my nan's door, and it's getting fucking cold. Burger, burger. There's a burger at my nan's door.
I'm rubbing this all in HK's face.
All right. Viewers can pay to create temporary channel point rewards from sounds on your extension. Viewers can redeem these rewards from the normal channel points interface in chat until they expire. Try that.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 31 Celsius.
Oh, well, I've turned on using channel points for blurb. I don't know if it'll work. We'll give it a go. All right. Welcome to my jammy.
Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
I am not in the 56s. I use 9.8k. I think
If exit's clear.
57.9 I think is my best lap here. Oh, I hate that sun positioning. Put some heat into the tires and away we go. This is the corner I find the hardest. Because of that, you got to try and keep it tight to run through that gamut of... Whoa! And of course it's blind. That didn't help.
Slow down a little bit there, bud.
Yeah, that was me. I did that.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Where's my sun visor? So depending on where the sun is, that...
I saw a 1:23.344 on YouTube yesterday.
Where? On the track we were just on?
Link, T sure which Formula car it was, but it was Formula.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think someone ripped around here in a W12. Actually, I know someone who ripped around here in a W13 as well. Alright, Shane, get this track under control. That's a tightening turn. You run across the rumble. Come screaming down here.
W12.
I can do that. We'll have a look. We'll have a go. I'll have a go, mate. I like the W12. Don't like W13. Alright, brakes at the 150. Tip it in, avoid the curb because it'll unsettle the car. It's still understeering because we're not quite got grip yet. Keep it in tight so you can slide around this corner. Up and back down the gearbox. Clip, clip. Little. That's tough. That.
Well, at Banky 1:23.344 is the world record, and it was uploaded 2 days ago.
Yeah, I saw you said world record. I'm just wondering if that's just the best lap on Garage 61. Yeah, don't hit the curb. Okay, we got 4 minutes till the race. Hit the restroom, be right back.
Fireman, fire.
You're all good.
Sorry.
The ever-changing paint on the Bustamobile. I didn't like the... It looks like it's still there. I'm sure I got rid of that streaky line. Where is it? I did. Oh, what? Trading paints downloader not detected. Now it is. All right. That's better. No, it's not. It's the wrong paint. I don't have that black line on the sides anymore. There we go. Park temps 30, air temps 28. Should be good. The track does have kind of a flow to it. Just, I really don't know how aggressive the other people are going to be. So we shall see. We'll give it a go.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
All right, so we have the 6th plate of 24. There was a lot in this that was being split, right? It was like a couple hundred. So it should be a fairly close split as far as iRating is concerned. Doesn't mean talent, just means it scores.
Bro, I love iRacing.
Did you get a win?
Or like the people in it.
Uh-oh. What did you do? What happened? Was that sarcasm? Red Bull? Or is it
So I
Alpha?
spun it into turn 3 on the last lap and P2 took the lead and he gave it up on the final straight.
Interesting. He did a nice thing and gave you the lead, or did he make a mistake? Alright, got some qualifying going on.
I spun in P1 and he gave it back before the line.
That was very gentlemanly. Don't know if I would have done that unless I caused the spin. If I caused the spin, I would have done it. I don't know if I'd do that just out of the goodness of my heart. And I do try to be a nice guy.
I was also pulling like Armsot a second a lap,
Ah,
so he felt bad.
well, sounds like you earned it. Okay.
All right, Shane, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Still wind touch 0.15.
That's
The
nice.
track temperature's decreasing. It's now 30 Celsius.
I want to ride one of the cable cars. I'm sure people who have seen it shove it up the inside here. That was 150 and it didn't stop. So tires. Always looking around that damn corner. That wasn't too bad.
The leader's just done a 156.6.
We're not doing that.
The leader has just done a 156.2. P10, you're currently 3.3 seconds off the pace. That last lap was a 159.5.
You can go 2 laps. Coming on you.
Not good. Apparently I need some warm-up to get into the 58s, 57s.
Follow now for your daily dose of entertainment. One click unlimited fun in your future feed.
Not a particularly good qualifying, gotta admit.
Checkered flag.
Well then, let us start towards the back. Actually, not. No, I don't have a problem with starting towards the back. We haven't raced here, so it could be a complete and utter crap fest. And it's 13 laps, so we're going to be here in a minute. There's plenty of time for things to go wrong and plenty of walls for people to hit. Hopefully we don't get run over or run into accidents.
That's the end of the session. P17.
All right, and it's a standing start.
Cold tyres all round. 30 laps. The track temp is 29 Celsius. The air temp is 27.
Mobile. I guess we got Mobile 1 on the front of the car, so that makes sense, I guess. We went and put the black plastics back on this thing. Got rid of the black streak down the line. I didn't like that. A little simpler. I think I had the brake bias too far forward. Like way too far forward. I can't remember what it should be for this. We'll walk it back from 48.5 from 50. Probably end up at 46.5-ish, 46 maybe. Alright, goals. I want a clean race if I can, but otherwise we're going to lose our 3.0. And any iRating points will be a bonus. That's the goal.
Go, go, go. side, you're on the left. Right side. Right side's clear.
All right. Now it's just people getting from the pits behind us. See what we get.
Okay, Shane, let's see what we can salvage from this, mate. The car in front of us is Malloy. Car right. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Clear.
Porra, Rafael, não tá vendo que os caras estão devagar na frente?
The next car is Diogo, C license.
See what the attrition's like.
Third place.
Great job, that mate. Brilliant.
Clear left.
You're clear.
Yellow flag.
This guy nearly took us out.
Okay, Shane. The next car is car number 23. Gap to 20th place. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.8. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Car right. Right side's clear. The guy ahead is Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson?
The leader has just done 156.8. Car left, clear left. Clear.
Thanks, mate.
We have damage.
No kidding.
Keep on track, bud.
We'll need to pit for repairs. We've had the black and orange flag. Okay, Shane, the next car is Malloy. What's your speed? Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour. We didn't record any pit timings. The position estimates will be unreliable. There'll be traffic when you exit the pits.
Well,
Right front, 98%. Right rear, 98.
Porsche Cup, still Porsche Cup. Wow, 7 minutes of required repairs. Hell yeah, brother. People driving like idiots. And this was, everyone was within couple hundred iRating. Everyone was above 2. Yeah, I got a little bit sideways coming out of the corner, and he shoved it up the middle and up the inside, and that was it. Oh, of course, the guy that was parked all the way across the road, and I couldn't get past him.
Lap for Luke, 156.0.
But I did say I was going to jump in the deep end, and these things happen. I got to get past 50% or the race doesn't count. So he came around the corner and yeah, just lost the back end a little bit, and he was there. They didn't have a chance to catch it. So that second lap. Cold tires, second lap.
Fastest lap for Kern, 156.0. The leader has just done a 156.2.
That's okay. There's a burger at my nan's door, and it's getting bloody cold. On the bright side, I don't have to do 13 laps. It's like I got enough time to go get a cup of coffee. Like from down the road. Oh, 17 car is stationary. N car is stationary. What the hell is going on the track? Cars binned it everywhere. Yo! Hello! How you doing? Yeah. Hey, 5 days a week. This time I'm streaming.
That's a new fastest lap for Kern, 155.9.
Why does it look like there are like 6 cars strewn around the track?
What happened?
Oh, I'll show you. We got 3 minutes. I was being very safe right at the back of the pack, and someone shoved it up the inside and I lost the back end, and when I went to catch it he was already there, so there's nothing much I could do about it. It was like, and it was right by the pits. It was like the last hairpin. Oh, the funny part is, check this. So, I'd got past these guys, you know, they were tooling around. Like, alright, just happy tooling in the back, pick up pieces, pick up the positions as I get them. And came around this corner to find the road kind of blocked and him backing up. So couldn't do anything there, and then these clowns decide to take advantage. Like, yeah, fair enough. Yum 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 yum. Then I made a slight mistake. Well, I guess two really. I went a little deep, following the other guys, and then it stepped out a little bit, and when I went to catch it, boom, there he was. Let him go, and went to the pits.
Leader has just done a 156.0.
So, yep. That's what happened. But there's, I see cars like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are on the track map. I don't know what's going on there. But we'll go out, turn a few laps, see if we can pick up some SR. I don't think we're going to get any IR. We might, if those positions are out there and got enough laps to pick some up, then we should be fine. But I don't know.
Schmidt ahead is
Trying to
pitting.
debug a cause issue, driving me nuts.
É burro demais.
I was always a big fan of logging. If necessary, going really granular, and you can like line for line it if you have to. Unless you can truss it in the thread.
Go, go, go.
Ô Lucas, você não conhece vácuo não?
It's a bit like that.
Puta que pariu.
There's a car behind. Stay inside the line. Blue flag.
Just learned my 5K bits badge.
Nice.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, they may remove you from the session.
It's a European server, maybe? A lot of Europeans on it.
Earned.
To P12, behind is now 2.8, 5 laps ahead. V22. Blue flag. Blue flag. Blue flag. Push now, the guy behind is catching.
Not bad, man, not bad.
V21, you've just done a 204.1. Good lad, that's your quickest so far.
If I ever get the tyres warmed up, might actually be able to break 2 minutes. Just feels like the tires have got no grip today. Track isn't overly hot.
New fastest lap for Luke, 155.9.
That should be great.
Is the sun glare not distracting?
Very distracting.
Great last lap, man.
What's your best lap in the session? Sector 2 is 1.5, off the pace.
I hate it. This corner and that last hairpin.
Luke, car number 3, is leading the race.
That was good. Yeah, it's terrible. I try to stay close to block the sun with the trees.
I was put it against the wall, you idiot. Literally, what was that? Come on, dude. I was side by side. I deserved the fucking room. I don't know what that was. Talk about ego, dude. That was crazy. And let me guess, you're gonna fight me. Yeah, fuck that.
And that was better. Good job.
2 laps remaining. That was 158.8. Flag.
Oh, I missed him.
The gap to E14 behind is now 3.3. 5 laps ahead.
I spent too long on the pits. It was like 8 minutes damage, 6 minutes damage or something. I didn't really have a chance to pick up laps, to pick up places for other cars who
White flag, nice and smooth.
bombed out, and I'm only hoping I get a couple of freebies.
Alright Shane, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. Last lap. B21. Yellow flag, caution, Kern is the winner.
The follow button is lonely and needs your attention. Join our community and catch every epic stream.
Benz is entering the pits. He's in P5. He should come out close in front of you. .22nd place. Okay, it's over. Ah, bad luck, Shane.
Alright.
We're in 21st. Oh well. Didn't feel like I had any grip. Oh, seriously?
Fixed.
Nice.
So obvious as well.
Missing
They
semicolon.
always are.
Concatenated statements because of a missing semicolon. That's always a good one.
Nah, SSL issue.
Ah. It's always DNS. Alright. That was not good.
That's the end of the session.
Look at the carnage.
It's because I use dev.test subdomains for all my services in local dev environment. I am on a different laptop to my usual. I trusted the front-end SSL but not the back-end, so it was throwing cars issues.
Yep.
Cause not cars. Watching too much sim racing.
I'm not seeing a lot of issues, but alright. Let's go see the damage. Yep. Figured that. So it knocked us below 3, so it took another 50 off. And then we lost 81 iRating. Ouchie. Yeah. Well, you know, when you go above or below a whole number, it boosts you, so you're not bouncing above and below the whole number. That's why I was concentrating on a clean race. That's why I was happy to stay in the back for a clean race. As they say in the classics, shit happens. Open a window.
Have you used much Docker?
I've used it a little bit, not in great anger. Like, I never used it in production. I used it to spin up like test environments and things like that. Ba-ba-ba-da-bum.
I use Docker for dev so I can move around from laptops easily and it spins up everything I need. Small projects I just run Docker in prod, but I am trying to get better at K8s since it's more scalable.
Kubernetes. I used to work for Novell.
Yeah. Well, I just use X, which is a more lightweight version of K8s. Same thing really though.
Okay. The last thing I was playing was LM Studio. It requires a lot of RAM. Same principle, but it's loading LLMs instead of other nodes. But 25 till draft
I thought the name was pretty
masters.
cool since X is half of K8s in terms of the 3 and 8 and it's lightweight, so perfect name.
Yep. I like it. Let's jump into practice here.
So I kinda figured out what I'm getting for Christmas.
Oh yeah? Did you get what you were hoping for? The big heavy boxes with Moser on them, in them.
My dad brought in 3 boxes and they said Moser.
That'll do it.
Well-managed K8s through a cloud provider can get really expensive, so I'm trying to learn it and host my own cluster on some cheap VPSs.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I like I never got to play with it, but when I was still at Walmart was when horizontal scaling and nodes and a lot of that stuff was coming out. And I really wanted to work on an app that scaled horizontally, but I never did get to. But I did most of my time at Walmart was project management. After I was the technical lead on the Linux port, I spent more time project managing other developers doing Linux ports and then other stuff. It's dark. Why is it dark? It is 8:22 in Sim. This is the... So the race we just did was the fixed. This is the open, just to practice. I'm going to get beat up again so quickly. Got to work out how I want to get that I rating and safety rating back. I don't know that continually doing the same thing that we got beaten up in is the best way to do that. I'll have a think about that. It'll probably be something like GTP. But Mexico's kind of tough anyway.
My current project that I started a few days ago is a transactional mail service which will have marketing later and a nice email template builder, built on AWS SES for the emails, as it's like 1 for 10k emails. It'll save me a bunch of the C emails through an email service I use, so may as well build one that I can use for way cheaper and release as is.
Nice. I like it. Like it a lot. Yeah, originally, when I developed Crew Chief, not the crew chief that I use, but I developed my own setup guide, crew chief. The idea was to build that into something that you could use as a tool and someone to talk to that would say, hey, my car's doing this, or try adjusting this to fix it. So essentially I found a template once that had a bunch of setups, changes, and I used that and I built an app that worked on that. You could say, I'm driving this and the car is pushing on entry or pushing in the middle or pushing on exit.
And I wonder how hard it'd be to build an app that can track your telemetry on sim games and then compare with others. Since that'd be useful for us.
Well, the telemetry is available. This is what I was sort of talking about earlier. It'd be like building a front end trophy or one or the other. So LMU does drop telemetry now, and you can turn that on in the game. I just don't know what format it's in. But you could probably run one of the open source telemetry readers over it and then spit out some traces, and then you're just comparing traces. Or you install the free version of Trophy AI and add me as a friend, and then we can just compare laps that way.
Be the first to know about surprise streams and events. Connect with us on Discord, link. I wanna do that.
So the practice starts during the day, I think, in the dusk, and then goes into night. So there's a free version of Trophy AI that will show you a brake trace. It doesn't give you everything. I'll put a link in the Discord for Garage 61, which will be useful for H when he gets back on iRacing. Reed, you can use it now. So basically, I've set up a team in Garage 61 so you can see my laps and my telemetry. Let's have a look, shall we? See some crazy numbers. How many laps I do. Come on, there we go. We'll go to and then boom. All right. Garage 61. Can we see that okay? I can make that. Can't really make that bigger. I can center it. I can probably make the browser bigger. Is that going to give us something? Okay, so this is Garage 61. It's just the free version. If I go to my profile,
Unsure whether to get the HF8 Pro or Razer Freya.
I haven't used the Razer Freya. I've heard good things about the HF8 Pro. If the Freya has transducers, maybe that's faster? I don't know. Alright, here are my stats. Here are my records as well. I've got a lot of them. You ready for some scary numbers? And this is only 2 years. This doesn't take into account the 15 years prior to that. There you go. I have 5,223 laps at Dallara. The blue is a race, green is practice. Or time trials. I've used Dallara a lot for time trials. Next most driven, Mustang. Then the old Porsche Cup. Super Formula Lights. Did a bunch of time trials in Indy Pro.
Buster, can I join the coaching somehow?
We'll work on it. I'll do a group coaching for free. So yeah. The McLaren, I've got
Okay.
1422 laps. So yeah, Motegi Ovals, I used to do a lot of fun on that, 2200. Crazy thing is like, hey, you got over 2,000 laps at Road Atlanta. You should be good at Road Atlanta. And again, this is the last two seasons. So I've done 18,000 laps. Thereabouts. All right, so we were running. We don't have Bahrain. I do have Sebring. So I haven't done this, so we're checking it out. How do I get to the lap? Try going into a track walk. Ooh, hey, look at this. You can do a track walk. That's kind of Gucci. Okay. So let's go to BustaWrench. That's not right. Just give me mine. All right. That's not me. What the heck is going on with Garage? 61. Okay, here we go. You can export it to CSV, so we can do diffs there. So this is the sort of information you get that we can use with another driver. And you can overlay the traces to see speed, throttle, brake as you go around the track, and you see you can trace it around. It's pretty cool stuff. And then Trophy AI has this as well. What Trophy does, though, the benefit you're getting for paying for that is it'll analyze your lap and another lap, either the best lap or a lap you've selected. And normally what I would do is I would select a lap about a second faster than I was, because I would find that easier to close than a 5-second gap or a 10-second gap, you know, where you're fundamentally driving the car differently. So pick a step ahead, and then I would have that coach, it would say, and it would tell me whether I was braking too soon or too late, where I was turning in and things like that. So kind of what I provide, but based on the traces. And I found it useful. I didn't renew it though. I figured I've got a ways that I can go without. You have SimHub? I think SimHub's free, and it's like
Not yet.
$9 to support them. So I paid the $9 or whatever it was. It's not much. And then I use SimHub to drive the HF8, which I can quickly show you, because then we're going to go run Miami in an F1 car. So we were going to talk about that earlier. I need that. To change to SimHub. And then, so my haptic reactor pedals I have, as well as the motors. And so the motors you can set
Some
up.
people suggest getting a seat cover to make
per
it more
game.
comfortable.
And this is how I have mine set up. And gear shift gives you a thump. The road rumble is what I have left and right. So the left cushion vibrates as I go over rumble strips. The right cushion vibrates over as I go over rumble strips. And then lateral G-force is on the back. As you turn into a left, the right vibrates and vice versa. And I got road impacts as well.
How long is the cable?
It has a couple of cables. It comes like to a control box. Probably 6 feet. Probably about 6 feet. It's too jumbled for me to pull it out.
That's fine then.
Yeah, it should be. Mine runs down, and I've got a USB hub sort of at the uprights of the rig. So there you go. That and you can change this per different games. You can have different layouts. I dig it. Okay, so we were gonna go.
Yeah, I think I need to buy a USB hub to mount to my rig so I can just connect everything with one cable.
Make sure it's big and powered, and get one bigger than you think you need. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a 10 port, and it's full, and I have another 8 port or 6 port that's nearly full. All right, we want a Mercedes. Miami. We have 5 layouts: Grand Prix, Marina Loop, MIA Loop, Extended MIA Loop, Extended Marina Loop. So a minute 23, the record. I figure if we get around a minute 25, we'll be doing okay.
My wheel and pedals only use one cable because the wheel plugs in the back of the base. What are all the other US?
Hello. Let's see. I have one from my Stream Deck, one from my wheel because my wheel isn't connected to my base. My pedals are not connected to my base. My shifter is not connected to my base. My VR headset. I've got a camera here. I've got the webcam. I've got a stand that holds my phone, charges,
On the YouTube,
Apple Watch.
hit that like button and show some love to the algorithm.
I've got a Focusrite audio interface. My keyboard is wired. I got a couple lights plugged in. I think that covers most of it. Oh, and of course the HF8. So yeah, that's a lot.
I'll only use the USB hub for my sim stuff as I have enough USBs already.
Bet we don't have an official setup. But how about a Long Beach setup? This may be too short geared, actually. Long Beach straights aren't as long as these ones. Oh. Track temp 31. Least we can do is put the soft tires on. Haven't driven this in a while. Where it's in build mode, not even in a balanced or attack or qual, so we're just gonna see what a baseline looks like. A little skip, it wasn't really much, but brakes are cold. Let's keep it in second, will ya? We're in balanced mode now.
That lap time was 1:35.47.
Gotta find 12 seconds, eh?
Got one that just clamps onto the side of my rig, so when I move it I just unplug that and everything is still connected.
That sounds like a good way to do it. Just dies at the end of the straight. This is the Mercedes W12.
Gotta beat that 1.23 time.
I'll get some style points.
That was a 1:47.54. That puts you 12 seconds off your best.
Ah! No grip! No grip!
Front right, 84%. Right rear, 79.
Yeah, I got a ways before I get that 23, I tell you. I think at the moment if I get into the 30s I'll be happy, but I haven't used DRS. We haven't done a full lap on qual. We're running build and balanced. And the brakes never got up to temp. I do like that the 2026 cars are going to be closer to these cars than they are to the 2025 cars. There's a lot of wheel spin there. Well, at least the W13 probably does have a Miami setup. I don't like the 13. I can't see the apexes out of it. The wheels are too big. Kind of like the problem I have with the Dallara IR01 that has those big rollers. But that would be good here too. Let's find a different setup.
I want the W12.
That's what this is.
I know I want that and the track.
Well, the problem with the 12 is that unless you're in a league, there are no official races for it.
Christmas money.
Ah, but just for something to go that's fun to drive, I like it. Okay, so we got the Montreal qualifying set up on.
Disengage limiter, please, Shane.
Okay, Jim.
I said Christmas money, not in law.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, it's good to have goals. He's likely to get Christmas money.
Give us a 1.23.
Well, I haven't given you a 30 yet. And build the charge back up.
Does it have DRS or just us?
The car has DRS. Doesn't look like it's activating. Double check my binding.
Maybe that SYUE off pace by a bit then.
I figured maybe a second, not 10. Could be just I'm a bit shit.
I'm gonna try to beat that time on F125.
Alright, so we're built. We now have full battery capacity. Brakes feeling better. You're really aiming at the walls through there, which feels great when you miss. DRS activation is there. I hit the button.
I probably could on F125 TPH. F125 is like an arcade game compared to iRacing.
Someone lock the brakes. But I think we got DRS activation. Check. Yeah.
THTS true.
Oop. DRS. Rear lockup. So that is a really good example when we're talking about moving the brake bias backwards, especially when you have a mid-engine car, or a rear-engine car. So the Porsches, the McLaren, those cars, you end up walking the brake bias backwards because the weight of the car is at the back, and you can push that backwards and still maintain it straight. Now, if you go too far, that happens. If you're even in the right spot, but you brake too hard, and you're used to pressing and push and squeeze instead of hammer the brake. If you are used to push and squeeze, where you're building the pressure over a delta, and you take that away and you just slam the brakes, that can do that too. And then the Formula One cars and the GTP cars have a setting called brake migration, which basically means you can say, I have my brake set to 45 with a -5 migration, and when you first hit the brake and it's at the early part, it's going to give you 40 because it's taken the -5 off, and then as you brake harder it comes up, or you can have it go the other way. Okay, go with balanced and see if we can get a clean lap. Put the bias forward. What's a push through there? This I think is third, if we can get it to hang. I want to hold on to 7th because I know at 8th it's going to die at the end of the straight. And remember, we got 1,000 horsepower under our right feet. Squeeze the grenade gently. DRS is open, 4 lights. We moved the bias forward so it didn't spin. Two reasons for moving the brake bias backwards. One is it shortens the brake distance because you're engaging the rear brakes more. And two, because you're engaging the rear brakes more, it helps the car rotate. Obviously, if you do too much rotation is called a spin. This is actually feeling pretty good now. It's like, ooh, grip!
Do you have pedal haptics?
I do. Have
Are they
the
worth
Sim Magic HPRs that, yes, I like them. They're actually more use in LMU and F125 than they are in iRacing, because like you don't get the ABS. Actually, you get ABS, but you don't get any sort of slip.
Vroom vroom.
Oh, nice. Oh, it feels so good when you just get around the rumble like that. It's like, ooh, yeah.
Might pick some up. Pretty cheap.
Hell yeah.
That was a 134.11. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
I did forget DRS that time. Oh, carving around in 6, baby.
Is this practice for anything?
Hey, Greg. No, this is the W12, mate. Someone posted a 123 as the world record, so I just wanted to see
Okay, though.
what did that look like. And I'm like at a minute 34. But I don't drive this thing a lot. Feels pretty good around here, though. This is the a Montreal setup. All right. Hit the DRS this time. Boop. For a minute 30, better off.
I love flying through the chicane.
Yeah, this is actually quite a lot of fun. We were ripping around in 6th.
That lap was a 132.54. That's your quickest lap.
Just skimming these curbs is fun, because I have to ride them on the Porsche to be able to get around, get the rotation in the car. Oh, no. Blew that. Just a little bit of understeer at the end there. Let's turn the wheel more, go faster, get more downforce. There you go, let me open DRS on this straight. A lap's fast, but I took an off track. That's a little better.
Some magic PHPR?
Yeah. The bigger ones.
Ordered.
There's another USB. Or 2. Or 3. You can put them on the clutch too. I don't have a clutch.
Shit, yeah, I need a bigger USB hub then.
I told you.
Need to print a mount for my pedals as well.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I went with the Sim Magic. It came as a bundle. I got mine at the same time the Moza active pedal came out. So I was umming and ahhing about that, but SimMagic's also got an active pedal coming out. Just a pity I won't be able to get the active pedal and then use my brake as a clutch. I guess I probably could, but there is a clutch that has a double mechanism.
Your last lap time was at 1:33.30. You're now 0.8, slower than your best.
Yeah, but now we're on attack. Oops.
Do you need one power supply for haptic?
No, I think it goes into a hub.
You've just done a 1:32.20.
Mine's sort of plugged in with the pedals. Well,
I have a clutch, but I've only got one for brake and pedal. Don't use clutch.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the idea is that you can have it vibrate as the friction point on the clutch. But I do not have a clutch. Alright. This lap, and then how fast this lap so far? Yep. Reducing radius corner and all that good stuff. I think the Indy Next would be good around here. It has push to pass. Probably the IndyCar as well would be good. I think the 12, the W12 is faster everywhere than the W13. But that makes sense as, you know, last of one reg session set of regulations and the first car of the new set of regulations, they are supposed to be slower because they build up over time. Just like the 2026 cars should be slower than the 2025 cars at the beginning of the cycle. So yeah, I found out there was a DRS activation zone on the back as well. But once the squiggles sort of are less squiggly, you can activate the DRS there as well.
Loving the chaos? Hit that follow button and never miss our wild adventures. More epic shenanigans await your return.
A little heavy-footed, but that's me. Great of the overdriving. I wonder if there are any cars that feel like they have grip at Mexico. Maybe the W13 with its ground effects? Maybe? Shall we try? Then I can say I've done some Mexico practice even though I'm not in a GTP. Now I want to take the GTPs around here too because I think that'll be interesting. I think GTPs at Adelaide's going to be fun. And here is also going to be fun, this section in particular. Actually, before we go to Mexico, let's try something. Throw a... I was going to take the Ferrari, but we'll take the Cadillac. I'm curious. All right, so even if I don't get a stream in during the day tomorrow, because I usually don't stream Thursday, Fridays. But I am trying to stream all the league races, so at least this week I'm doing them all. So except Open Wheel Monday. I don't want to race the Super Formula Lights. So tonight will be GTP LMP3 at Mexico, and I'll stream that. Tomorrow night is GT3s here at Miami. And then I'll be back in my normal stream Saturday. And then Sunday night, we've got Porsche Cup here, which is why I did the Porsche Cup. All right. This is the... Cadillac. I just put the high downforce on just to have a go. Okay. No tire warmers, unfortunately, but we have thunder. I was going to take the Ferrari because it had some hybrid updates. I was going to see if it was less oversteery. But the Cadillac has a better feel to it on the brake. It feels more stable in downforce settings. Even though the Porsche typically is faster, the Cadillac feels better. And both sides, listen to it. Whoa, 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 whoa! I know the tires were cold and I braked early. Come on, man! Let's throw the brake bias significantly further back than that. Maybe it'll stop this time. It's okay, we just wanted to do the start procedure again because it sounds cool.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
No shit, Sherlock. Wow. Ice blocks. Turn up the TC because we can. Neat trick for when it's cold. Treat it like it's a little bit wet. Increase the traction control. Or, you know, go drifting into walls. What the ship is good?
We've got damage.
I know, right? What was with that? And just all the sliding in the world. Alright, that'll do. Let's go to... We'll come back and do that another time. Take the W13 to Mexico. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. I like the historic layouts. They're kind of cool. It takes away the stadium section and just makes it a big end of the oval, really. And then there is an oval in there. And a little oval. I haven't seen the little oval, but you can drive the big oval. Like, you can drive this as an oval. And then you got the historic that goes around the stadium, doesn't go through it. That was in a couple of sessions last season. Huh, there you go. So because we're on the current car, we actually have a setup. Look at this thing. Huge.
Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
I should have taken the Max Verstappen shortcut. We got the hard tires on. I am feeling a level of grip.
The price for some magic is like double in the UK because they don't ship here.
That'll do it. DRS open. 310. Basically running the same line I will be in the GTP later today. Plus this has much more grip and better brakes. Wrong gear, moron! Should have been in for second. First. Hey Jim, check the floor. There's some corners that make me wish I had VR on or triples. Thankfully not that many.
That lap was a 138.86.
Yep, totally spin the wheels up in second. Well, they are hards, I guess.
You've just done a 129.60.
Try and push too much speed through there, you just push. Unfortunately, this tyre model is old. And so once you spin the tyres, they don't like to recover. It does sound interesting, like it's involved, and you can hear all the electrics and all that sort of stuff. Right. Wasn't a perfectly clean lap, but it wasn't too bad. Let's have a look. DRS. Grip? No. I guess we just put that down to the hard tire, maybe? Like it felt good in some sections and then just pushed like a truck in others. Or I just don't get on with the downforce. I get on great with downforce cars. I don't seem to get on particularly well with this car. But, you know, I've never sat down and, like, said, okay, today we're going to do 100 laps and get used to it. I haven't done that, so maybe that's the problem. And the crowd went wild. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just expected more grip, but it could be the hards. It does have softs and mediums available. And I don't know what the difference is between the Mexico setup and the IGP Mexico setup. I don't know. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, let's give it another quick go, but with the soft tires on. See if that makes any... Oh, we've put the Mexico track... Put the Mexico setup on instead of the IGP setup. Actually, I'm going to put the IGP back on. And the reasoning is, I believe... IGP is the C-Class version. Of the setup, so they should be easier because they're fixed. I don't know. I could be talking out my ear. I'm just looking for some grip out of these tires.
Increasing. It's now 31 Celsius.
And I figured if I can get around the track clean without abusing the track limits, that gives us something to work on as you start abusing the track limits. Too much cut.
Baby, I need a couple more laps like that last one.
Too much, too much, too much. Alright. We got a half decent one in. Definitely has more grip with the softs.
Left front, 91%. Rear left, 91.
Yeah, through the spins we cooked off 10%. 10% of the tread life in 2 laps. Probably mostly in that spin at the end. That was a cut of that first part of the chicane. But that felt good. Felt like it was starting to grip up. Which means if you can go faster, it should have more downforce. Downforce is the inverse of the square of speed. Nope. In third? Was the top a second or third and it just spun the tires up? Not sure what it was doing there. Alright. Well, tomorrow, well tonight, we've got League. And I gotta start rebuilding that safety rating on sports cars to get rid of the big ding from today. But I think we'll do more GT. We'll try the GT3. It's at Miami as well. So I might try that race tomorrow. Or next time I'm streaming. That's not a league race. Otherwise it'll be the GT3. Alright, so league race tonight, league race tomorrow night. I don't know, it depends what the family's doing, whether I can sneak in a stream tomorrow. But I'll try.
First time here? Smash that follow button to join our wild adventures. Your support helps us grow and brings you notifications when we go live.
Still there, H? Oh, not no cam. Chat. The SimHub, you can do the HF8 and the haptics together. There's the pedals. And so I'm using the default profile I have set to do ABS, road rumble, left, right, but it's fairly soft because you don't want, it actually only also works below 80k. Yeah, at 100 kilometers is max rumble speed. So yeah, we'll lock gear shift. Gear shift doesn't do much. ABS active just on the brake. So you can set all these things up in the software, or you can just do it in SimHub, which you can do the HF8 at the same time. All good. All right. Who shall we raid today? Well, I can go see Greg. Oh, Foj. Go see Greg. We haven't seen him for a bit. He was in the stream earlier. All right, take care of yourselves. I'll be on later tonight. Next daytime stream is scheduled for Saturday, but I'll try and sneak one in. We'll get a bonus if we can, but if not, scheduled Saturday. All right, we going. Oh, he's about to start the race here at, where is that? Like Mexico, but all right, be good.
Okay, the Lord and Savior, Diddy Christ. Diddy J. Christ.